Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of F.Y.I. here at the City of Eden. I am Cindy Adams. I am the Marketing and Special Events Manager here, and I have my coworker and friend Ray Thomas. Ray is our Parks and Rec Director, and he's also the Director of Facilities and Grounds. So big job there, a lot going on, and when we talk, you'll understand what I mean. Let's start with something very exciting that's happening right now. And a lot of people have gotten on board with this. You've got a local business on board with this. Is the skateboard park at Freedom Park.
Yeah, we did. We started out early with the grant we got through the state, doing some stuff for our youth. And as we got close to the closing of the grant, we had a little money left, so we just figured it would be best to do something with the skateboard park. Mm-hmm. So I don't know anything about skateboarding because I just don't. So I reached out to a couple people and actually got hooked up. A gentleman had said something to me about a year or so ago. The guy that owns H&B had said something briefly to me about it, and I just remember him talking to me, so I reached out to him and kind of got a plan going and trying to figure out what we was going to do. And he's been H&B's been one of the biggest supporters of this as far as supplies and get me in the right direction of who I need to call. I reached out to a couple of local people, but skateboarding building is a unique. I didn't realize it was that, but it is. Mm-hmm. So I got in touch through a contractor in town, a concrete guy through here, put me in contact with Fifth Pocket Skateboards Parks, and they're out of PA. Reached out to them, talked to him on the phone briefly, and shot him some pictures, and he said, let me come look. So he came and looked, and he drew up a plan, and so we're going to put in you probably know about this, a bowl, mm-hmm. Which a lot of skateboarders really like. So that's what we're in process now. We've put the drainage in. They're actually worked on it this week, so we're getting closer and closer to finishing that project. We've rebuilt all the ramps with new gator boards, and again, H&B's really got on board with that. So we're winding that up. But
we've also had some volunteers come out from the ARC skateboard shop who's very, very interested in this project.
Yep. They reached out, and they've been in and out looking and giving me ideas about, maybe painting some stuff and doing some artwork down there. So I got to give them a shout, because without them, any volunteers, we couldn't. There's no way we'd make this happen.
Right. Well, that's wonderful. They've been around a long time.
They have.
And, my son in his younger years was a big skateboarder, and that's where we went. And so they know what they're doing.
They do.
I'm glad you brought in the experts. That's wonderful. Yeah. We're real excited.
Yeah.
That's quite a coup for Eden and Rockingham County to have that. There isn't one any close. So thank you so much.
Yep.
Well, another big thing at Freedom Park is our pickleball courts. Tell us about that. That is just a rage.
Well, they've been built now for about a year. I didn't really know how big it was till I started looking into that, and it's really bigger than what I anticipated it would be. When it's warm at night, even on cool nights, the pickleball courts is packed. You'll go by there and it'll be, I'm gonna say 25 to 30 people playing. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes in the early mornings, if wind's not blowing, it's breezy, they'll be playing. Mm-hmm. So it's a great opportunity. I've played a little bit, but I don't really understand the game, and I can see where it can be addictive. Mm-hmm. If you're competitive, if you're not competitive, it'll get you.
And you got some tournaments lined up, don't you?
Softball tournaments we do.
Okay.
Softball tournaments.
Okay, I got you.
We do, getting away from the pickleball a little bit, we do have scheduled some fast pitch by Perfect Game. They're going to do some softball fast pitch from middle of May, pretty close to end of November, 1st of December. So it's not every weekend, but It's a couple
It's
times
a
a
lot.
month.
How many tournaments is it? It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's two a month till
Yeah.
then. So I mean, it's
That's
good
great.
for us, and it's good for the community, and it's good for the outreach of the kids. So.
Yeah, it is. A lot of events take place at Freedom Park,
They
and,
do.
a lot have taken place recently this spring. Tell us about those.
Well, the first one we had was Special Olympics, which was Shane Woodall's a big supporter of that. Great event. It was several hundred people that showed out for that, volunteers, and again, he'll tell you if he was here, I mean, he couldn't do it without the volunteers. Fire department was there, police department, so it was a big event for the city. And then the following day, which that happened on Friday, we had autism, which was pretty much the first event.
Right.
And Amy Harrison, is that right? How you pronounce the last name?
And Julie Pace.
And Julie Pace. They did a really good job with that. I think that event will probably happen every year, I think,
Yes.
moving forward. And I went to that, and it was several hundred people there too.
Right.
And I mean, it was a good outreach for those families and kids. It was
Yeah, they did a phenomenal
did.
job for their first event.
They
They look
sure
like
did.
pros.
They did.
And then Carla Huffman does a cool thing. She's been doing it for several years.
She, Carla, even though she does our seniors program at the senior building, she started a cruise in a car and Jeep event at Freedom, and it's once a month, all the way to fall. You know, they have bands playing, and it's a good event. You'll go, it'll be several cars there, and it brings in people throughout the evening.
Yeah.
As well as the one on Washington Street.
Yeah, there's a lot of car enthusiasts in the region. These
Yeah.
don't just bring people from Rockingham
Yep.
County. I know there's people from Southern Virginia, from Chatham, from all over that come to these. They seek out good car cruises, and
Yep.
and we're lucky we have two: the Uptown Cruisers and then the Freedom Park's music cruise in and Jeep meet, and big focus on Jeeps there too. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool because that's big too.
It is.
And that's coming up May 30th. Let's just go ahead and talk about what else Carla does with the seniors. It's a lot.
You know, I could go on about that. She really reaches out to the seniors. You know, she does a tax thing during the year for people, not just seniors, but a lot of people fill out taxes. You know, they come to Orchard Drive at her building, and they do card games. They knitting, they do sewing, they do a little bit of everything, and it's good for them because a lot of them are sheltered people, so they get to come out and meet other people. And I mean, I've been up here several times, and it's always a good crowd.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's more than you think when you
It
pull up
is.
and walk in.
It is.
But she does a real good job with that. I mean,
does.
she's really good at that. So.
And that isn't just a facility.
No,
That's kind of like a home away from home.
it is.
She's very conscientious about, having a garden.
Yep.
And-
And that's one thing, she does her gardening. And one thing about her, she's always looking for a way to be better the next year. You know, we've had some conversations. I mean, she gets grants. She really does really well at organizing that stuff and getting it together. So, I mean,
Trips,
but
outings,
they do a lot.
you name it. But she does a great job. I know I went up there one day to do something, and it was Rook Day.
Oh yeah, they serious about that rook.
The building was full, and so it was awesome to see.
You better have your game on when you go.
I'm telling you, they look very serious.
100%.
Prowlers. That word brings a lot of pride.
Yeah.
And tell us about Prowlers.
Prowlers has been pretty big for us. You know, the numbers are always up and down. You really can't determine if I'm gonna have 80 this year, I'm gonna have 150. You really don't know because so many kids are doing so many things. But this gives parents an opportunity to bring them close, and they don't have to travel, so they can play. I mean, they still have to go to Huntsville, and they still have to go to other places to play ball. But
Right.
we run most time. Right now, it's baseball, softball, so I'm gonna say 75 to 85 kids, which is pretty good,
Yeah.
give or take. been really good. Noah and everybody knows Jeff Moore by Mo, but he's really good. Noah Yates is really good at getting all that together. So that runs really well. We have Prowlers volleyball that comes up. Also have Prowlers football. So that's coming up here in the summertime. So it's a lot of stuff for kids to do. So if someone tells you it's not,
Oh, yeah.
they just think they're not looking.
Yeah, and they look good, and they have great coaches.
They have really good
And,
coaching.
you know, great parent involvement. And I know in the last few years, youth programs have just exploded
It
here in
has.
Eden, and that's wonderful.
And we started up an adult volleyball league last year, and we're into this year, and it's just completed. And I mean, having 9 or 10 teams was great. That was held at Mill Avenue. So I mean, it's always something. And we're looking at some other sporting for kids. I just can't say yet. We're trying to figure out where we're at with that, so we don't overextend ourselves.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to seasons run together.
Yeah.
So we have problems with that, but
Right.
we may be able to work it out.
Yeah. Okay. And then you got Kathy Overby, Tank. Nobody
Tank.
knows Kathy.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Tank. And what all she does with cornhole. Cornhole is big.
Yeah, she had came to me and asked me stuff about cornhole, and I mean, I knew it was big, but I mean, they serious about that too now.
I was fixing to say, that's another serious thing.
So she has, I mean, it's packed. Mill Avenue Gym is packed when they have it. They've been having it on Fridays. They get ready to move to Mondays. I mean, so it's packed regardless of when you go.
Yeah, that's just
yeah.
wonderful.
Yep.
Another thing she does is summer camp. Tell us about that. That's coming up.
Yeah, she does. Well, first she does after school program during the school year, which is big. That's at Bridge Street, which is it's good for the kids. It's good for the parents because parents are working, and so we've had that long before me. We've had summer camp, as you just said, long before me. But we've kind of tried to make it a little bit better. We're in the process of moving some stuff around, so it's going to be better fit for the kids, I think.
And that program fills up fast.
It does, and it's full now. So, I mean, most people are returning. Some are not, but most of them are because, I mean, parents work again. So it's just an easy,
Yeah, it keeps
it's
them
easy
active,
fit.
keeps
It
them
does.
outside and engaged.
We
So
come
it's
to the
wonderful.
pool and splash pad, skating. I mean, it's several things for them to do.
Yeah, that's
So.
great. Well, let's just move right into that. When it gets hot, people look for water to cool off, and the splash pad is just adorable. I just love seeing kids playing in the splash pad.
That was a big hit. As you know, Johnny Farmer got that going with the help of a lot of other people that was in on that. So that's been a really big hit, and I'm not going to say there's no day that's a slow day unless it's cool and raining. Most days you go by there and it's pretty much full.
Right.
So I mean, it's a good thing for the young kids, and the grandparents bring them and they don't have to worry about.
Yeah, it's contained.
It's contained. Yeah. Like a circus.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot of talk lately, and
There you go.
About the pool.
Yeah, we had it was some wrong information. Some of it was right, but we knew that we was going to open. We just didn't know exactly how we was going to open and how many days we was going to open. So, and a lot of times Facebook helps you, and it can hurt you. But in this case, it probably helped us more than anything. So we had returning lifeguards come back, which it's good to close a few days during the week anyway for maintenance and just kind of let the pool rest. Because you have to do water samples every day and you have to treat it. So it's just good to be able to clean good one day. And so the goal right now is from Wednesday to Sunday, we'll be open, normal business hours. It's going to be a good thing. It's going to be some changing, but rules are going to be a little bit different. But I think other than that, I mean, we're going to have a good year.
Yeah.
We're going to have a little bit more people on staff. just to be there for safety reasons.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I think we got that covered as of right now.
Right.
And we're
That's
looking good for
wonderful.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. We just need to let citizens know that safety
Oh, 100%.
is the
100%.
utmost importance.
Yep.
And we never want to not do anything
Right.
that's important to our citizens.
Right.
But if you don't have safety measures in place, you just can't. You
And
don't want to.
And the same thing, not only with the pool, but you got your river accesses. And you really need to know your port of entry, how you're going to get out,
Yes.
water safety, and you need to look at the weather and pay attention to that because it can
Absolutely.
change in 30 minutes.
It can very
Quick.
quickly.
And
Yeah.
so you really got to know where you're at with that at all times.
And we publish that. We publish water safety guides. It's on our website.
Correct.
It's in Eden Zone Journal every month. It's on our Facebook page. Look at that. Every one of those points is very important. But one of the most important things, you talked about the weather, but tell somebody where you are.
100%.
Where you're going to put in, where you plan to take out, those kind of things. Because some places you can get pretty remote out there.
Very. You wouldn't even know you was in town.
Yeah,
a lot of
exactly.
places.
And that's the joy of our rivers.
Yeah.
Is to get out there with nature and not hear the sound of a car. Because most people, the only way they see the river is driving over a bridge.
Correct.
But we encourage people to get on our rivers, to tube, to kayak, to canoe, swim,
Right.
whatever you need to do. And we have some really great accesses.
We do.
So use those, not just in Eden, but across the whole county.
Yep.
That has been a big focus, as well as our trails. Talk about our trails.
Yeah, we got, we do have a small one at Freedom Park. It's pretty much a nature trail. It's some screenings, some just dirt walking.
It's very natural.
It's very natural. Then we have one at Smith River, right off of River Road right here. It's very good. We just have put new screenings on it, so it made it a little bit better walking. We're getting ready to do some other stuff to it. We've done a lot of cleaning through the winter, cutting some limbs back for safety. So we're going to move on with that. We got some more stuff we're going to do. We got Matrimony Creek, which is really, if you go by there, I guarantee you in the rain today, somebody's walking.
Yeah.
And that's been a big hit. So
It is.
they're pretty easy maintenance, but you do have to do something to them a couple times a year as far as your screenings and just washout areas, because you're going to have that.
Well, both of those have shelters.
They do.
That you can rent.
They do.
Or you can just sit there and have lunch or rest or have a drink, that kind of thing. They both have bathroom facilities.
They do.
Smith River's, I'm not going to say challenging, but it has a little more hills.
It does.
Every now and then. Matrimony's a little flatter.
Flatter.
It's a mile over, a mile back, and then
Both of them are pretty walks.
yeah, they are beautiful. And remember, we're out in nature. You're going to see.
Snakes.
You might see deer and snakes and things,
turkeys.
but just keep on going.
Yeah,
You're
just keep
okay. We're in their
They
space, actually.
they live there too.
So, another big thing in your department that people just don't think about, you talk about all your facilities bring lots and lots of people. And with lots of people is wear and tear and trash and cleanup and parking lots and all that. And your facilities and grounds department is intense.
Yeah,
and they do a lot of work with not so many people.
Yeah, we're it's a small group of guys. Brett Curry heads that up. It's a big feat a lot of times. Some days it's not as bad as others. But to give you a little bit about what they do, people may see them riding from A to B and, say, oh, what they doing? Well, they roughly mow 50-some spots. And most of the time that's done within 7 days. With the weather, dry, 5 days. With a little bit of rain, here it comes, so they'll be back at it. But pump stations, water towers, they do a lot of mowing plus building maintenance. So you have 4 guys mowing, you have a person cleaning, then you have 2 maintenance guys. So and you look at the amount of buildings, I mean, we got well over 30.
Right.
So, I mean, you got lights, you got plumbing, you got roof. I mean, it's more than just walking in the building, cutting the light on, make sure the light comes on.
Oh, yeah. You talk about bulbs that need changing. We had a handrail that
Yeah.
needed fixing.
It's a
It's
lot.
just all, if you can think of it,
And
they do it.
the way they do, I trust them enough to where if they call me and say, "Hey, we got to get a contractor," I know they done looked at every opportunity to save you money to do it, because most of them like a challenge to do stuff, so they try their best to do it, and if it don't work out, we'll get somebody.
Right.
It's just it's a never-ending job. I mean, I used to make a comment a lot of times, they may doze, that's it. It's just they at it all the time, and they're on call. We have a guy on call once a week to do after call hours, because we have an RV park. I mean, it's several things that happen. Our shelters, our bathrooms, people, you wouldn't believe the people that is called at 12 o'clock to tell you something's wrong somewhere.
Right.
Just our homeless shelters. I mean, it's always somebody in and out. So
Yeah.
stuff
Well,
is
you got to
going
think.
on.
You got fire stations.
Police station.
You've got Freedom Park. You've got Grogan Park. You've
Yep.
got Ernestine Hampton Park. You've got
CB Hut.
CB Hut. You got Greenways. You've got
It's a
City
lot.
Hall.
It's a lot.
In itself.
It's
Pool.
Yeah. The pool is not, once it's running, it's not bad because you keep it up. As long as you keep your numbers up with your chemicals, you're fairly good.
Right.
Because the lifeguards and the people there, they clean that.
Yeah.
Occasionally, we'll have to go do something, something to go haywire, and we'll go fix it. But
Right.
that pretty much runs itself. Just like some of your events, once it's up and running,
Yeah.
it gets okay. It'll run. But with offices in and out, people coming in and out, I mean, it's, and then this year with the snow,
Yeah.
see, they had to do sidewalks. I mean, this year was a lot going on with a small group. I mean, you have 8 guys.
Right. That's,
So,
that's a lot of work for 8 guys.
But I think they never really fuss about it. They just go on with it.
Yeah. Well, one thing that can help, and it's this, we talked about this in another show, is pride in your community. Help pick up, if you see litter, pick it up.
Pick it up. Yep.
If you're at the parks, put it in the trash can. Clean up after yourself, those kind of things. Take pride in your community and help in that effort. And it makes it a little easier on the next person.
Right.
So.
But it's a lot goes on. I mean, I see it all the time. I read Facebook, and people always say, "Well, what's it to do in Eden?" All you got to do is look.
That's right. It's a lot.
All you got to do is look. Just look around.
Well, we're going to end with and I hate we're out of time, but with a real exciting thing that's coming to Freedom Park.
Yep.
We're very honored because they chose us. And on October 4th, Cycle North Carolina
That's big.
is going to do an overnight stay. We're talking 800, I think 800 folks on bicycles that will converge on Eden, and they want to experience Eden. We have went and met with our Uptown Eden folks, our merchants there, our restaurants and bars and things, and they're on board. This is on a Sunday evening. They choose small towns, and they choose them on purpose. They don't want to go to a big city. And so thank you for allowing us to be at Freedom Park. There'll be camper. All of our hotels are booked for that night, and then there'll probably be 300 to 400 tents in Freedom Park. We'll have some entertainment there. We met with them day before yesterday, and kudos to you. They were most impressed with the park. It looked great. It is very accommodating. It had everything that they needed and wanted. And so thank you for all you do there and what you will do that weekend.
Be a good time.
It's a lot. Anything else you want our citizens to know about? That's, again, we've said it before in our last show. That's just the sprinkling of what you do.
I'm sure we left something out.
Yeah, there's so much.
I mean, but we're always looking for other opportunities to make people happy. So.
Yeah. We always need volunteers.
100%.
But look, all you got to do is open your eyes, check out the websites, check out the
Yep.
Facebook pages, be a part of the senior center.
Yeah.
Fantastic place for folks to go. Active, active, active. This city has got a lot going on.
We
And
do.
thank you so much.
You're quite well.
Okay, everybody. We need you to get involved, get fit, start walking, get those kids out there playing ball. There's so much to do. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to call City Hall, and we will get you in contact with the right person and get you signed up and get you moving. So thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.